Hi, I'm Kelly Dudzik. Big moments, big heart, and Buffalo pride. This week on News to Celebrate, Bills fans are fired up and ready for Sunday's Wild Card Showdown. We're also shining a light on the Western New York foster closet, where the growing need for clothing donations for kids in foster care is urgent right now. And celebrating history, we are honoring the birthday of our 13th president. It's all coming up on News to Celebrate.
And the party started at Seneca One over in downtown Buffalo. That's where people could get their hands on some free Bills merch, meet Bills alum Eric Wood, and also listen to some music. Of course, you know, the Shout song was included there. Second stop was Westminster Community Charter School. That's where kids got to meet Billy the Buffalo and again, listen to some music. Here's what the kids had to say about that hype and why they got to do it in the first place.
Our kids are getting to experience something that some kids will never get in their lifetime. They get to hear inspirational words from Eric Woods. They get to see the drum line close up. They get to take pictures with Billy Buffalo.
I hope they win and they, I just seen them, they gonna talk I love you, you're my favorite player, so I hope that motivates them to play more better.
And stop number 3 on this bus tour was Golisano Children's Hospital. That's where we saw a bunch of staff and even some patients get their hands on some freebies and celebrate the Bills coming into the playoffs. And we know this is high stakes, right? A Super Bowl is on the line. And to make the stakes even higher, Buffalo Mayor Sean Ryan said that he has a wager out with the mayor of Jacksonville. If, or I should say, when the Bills win, Jacksonville will have to send us some shrimp for a shrimp boil. And if the Bills lose, we will send over some wings. Lots of fun to be had today ahead of Sunday's big game. On your side in West Seneca, Alyssa Clausel, Channel 2 News.
M&T Bank is helping fans show their Bills pride throughout the playoffs. The bank unveiling its 2026 Bill Leave Together flags. This year's design features the standing buffalo, of course, honoring the team's legacy as it ends its farewell season at Highmark Stadium.
It's a little bit of a throwback. We really wanted to connect the old and the current to the new and the future. So you can see that represented in the flag here. So we encourage people to fly them high, bring them to the stadium, hang them outside your house, tag us on social media. We love social media pictures of fans with our flags. Any way that you can show your support, we want to help you in that. So that's why this flag is here.
And there's a lot of them. More than 25,000 flags will be given out. Well, Josh Allen has just wrapped up his season-long tradition of sporting his Billustration cap of the week. Yesterday, he wore a hat designed by 13-year-old Morgan, a patient at Golisano Children's Hospital of Buffalo, formerly known as Oshai Children's Hospital. Morgan is battling aplastic anemia, and she recently celebrated 1 year of recovery after a bone marrow transplant from her sister.
It was a once-in-a-lifetime moment Sunday afternoon at the Buffalo Bills' final regular season game at the current Highmark. 75 members of the Buffalo United Community Choir joined their voices to perform the national anthem for the very last time. Certainly a memory they will never forget. And that brings us to more memories, sights and sounds of the last game from the view of fans in the stands. I couldn't help but capture our walk into the stadium for the last ever regular season game. And once inside, just about everyone was snapping up moments. These guys, this couple, this fan. There were the throwback jerseys, the tears, and more tears. Here are memories fans talked to us about on Sunday.
A lot of it was about the tailgate, the camaraderie, bringing people together, showing up to a game that maybe you didn't always know the outcome versus maybe today with Josh knowing okay, we think we might know the outcome of this game. But it was just the memories with people, the togetherness that football brings.
We brought him when he was about 1 year old and he was strapped to me and we would just wore him into the stadium and it was really fun and it was, we had him all decked out in all the Bills stuff. We were so excited because his dad works here. So we were there to go and celebrate the team and celebrate our own Buffalo Bill.
The snow game that we played with Indianapolis, that was amazing. You couldn't even see the field. We were on one side of the field by the end zone. You couldn't see the other side of the end zone.
So many memories here. This is the best fan base in the whole entire world.
And fans have memories. No one was leaving after the game, and the broadcast ended, like this captured by one of the thousands in attendance.
I think to myself, what a wonderful.
I think him and I will be one of the last two people out of the stadium with tears running down our cheek.
Probably very true. You know, we love our football, and, you know, it's going to be sad not coming out here again next year.
It's a bittersweet goodbye to Highmark Stadium for brothers Grant and Brent Weber.
In 1964, my dad realized how big of a fan I was. My brother was a little younger, so he was too young to go back then. And he bought season tickets in the end zone, and when the stadium moved out here, we moved out here, and we've been here ever since.
The Weber brothers decided not to purchase personal seat licenses for next season. They say going to the current Highmark Stadium was always special.
It was a family thing. It was real fun, and we were able to spend time together and go out to the games together. We saw a lot of bad football back in those days. Some seasons we only won like 2 games.
For some, this kind of tradition is just beginning. Sisters Josie and Charlotte Adams say they're grateful to have witnessed the Bills play at the old Ralph.
The first time I came here was really magical for me because I've loved the Bills since before I can remember.
I just love coming here and making memories with my dad because I love coming with him here, and my face just lit up once I saw the stadium, and now I'm excited to see the new stadium.
I just had a grandma in shopping a little while ago, and she was like, I never knew how expensive things were now that I'm shopping for everything all the time for these kids.
Cheryl Flick started the Western New York Foster Closet after becoming a foster parent herself.
We knew the need of taking in a child that comes to you with nothing or very little, or things that they should not be going to school in, because it's not fair for any child to not go to school and look like their peers and feel confident with what they're wearing. So I heard of another closet and thought we need something like that locally to help foster kids.
The Western New York Foster Closet at the McKinley Mall is a free resource for any child who's been removed from their home through the court system. Foster families and relatives are welcome up to 4 times a year to shop for clothes, shoes, necessities, and toys. Right now there's a big need for boys and girls' clothes and pajamas.
Winter clothing that is hopefully rip, stain, hole free and still in really good condition or brand new.
Donations come in year-round thanks to people like Hannah Ross and the Pink Cow in Alden.
We did winter gear, there's clothes donations in there, there's games, there's all kinds of, our community really goes hard for this.
We're open 3 to 4 times a week here at the closet, and we're always registering new families. It's just, unfortunately, that's the cycle, and that's, you know, everything with, you know, the drug epidemic going on and, you know, all kinds of mental health issues, unfortunately. But we're here as a resource to help the families that are helping these kids.
Tonight we host Sabres Pride Night at Key Bank Center. Really, it's our 6th annual Pride Night and celebration of, you know, just celebrating our inclusive spirit about Key Bank Center being an inclusive and welcoming place for all.
We're going to have our info table. We're going to be sharing information, talking about the programs and services that we offer. In years past, we have had the honor and the privilege of being able to ride the Zamboni or to do some of the other fun activities.
It wasn't an opportunity I saw coming my way, but I jumped at it. And I think that, again, the fact that the Sabres are doing this, the fact that they're putting time and money and energy into making these things happen, it means a lot.
And having nights like this where a major organization like the Buffalo Sabres and the NHL in general putting on Pride Night really shows its support.
Anytime you can build a deeper connection, right, with any of your communities in the city is really important. It means a lot if we're celebrating that diversity of Buffalo and its true roots, and celebrating all that Buffalo has to offer, and really the people of Buffalo and the fans.
Well, happy birthday, Millard Fillmore, to all who celebrate this very important Western New Yorker, 13th President of the United States, who came back and did so much good for the Buffalo area. This is Rachel Francis. Hi, happy birthday, Millard Fillmore.
Oh yeah.
And his wife was also influential.
Very important First Lady. She was his political advisor.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, and the Fillmores are credited with the library.
The public library, the Science Museum, the History Museum, Buffalo General. He chartered the Buffalo school system in 1832, and Buffalo Club, UB.
You're right. I was on the board of directors for the Erie County SPCA. And Millard was part of that too.
That's right.
Back in the day.
Yeah, he cared about the animals.
Tell me about this building that we're in.
This is his own house. This room that we're currently in was added on by the artist who moved the house here to its present site to be her artist studio.
Okay.
So she added this room on, and here we show all his later wealth. The rest of the house, he's quite poor.
Yeah.
And then by the time he was post-president, he was a wealthy man and married a very wealthy widow.
Okay.
Yeah.
But as he ascended to the presidency, you said he was the poorest president ever.
Poorest?
What do you mean?
His father didn't even own the land that he farmed. His father was a tenant farmer. Everyone thinks of Lincoln, but Lincoln's father owned his farm.
Right.
Whereas Nathaniel Fillmore did not even own his land.
But he of course, Millard made his way to Aurora, a lawyer here and in Buffalo.
And in Buffalo, a prominent lawyer in Buffalo. And he did it all how? Education.
Right.
Self-education, reading books. His first purchase as a working teenager was membership to a library.
Again, today on his birthday, and he's buried in Buffalo, of course, Western New Yorkers should feel a little bit of sense of pride, or at least a thank you to the Fillmores.
Yeah, he came from nothing to the most powerful position in the world.
And again, so many, like she mentioned, so many not-for-profits, so many important organizations, from the Historical Society to the SPCA to UB, in part founded by number 13 Millard Fillmore. On your side in East Aurora, I'm Kevin O'Neill, Channel 2
On
News.
this day, the White House sends members of the military with a wreath to lay on his gravesite. The cemetery CEO calls it an honor that the 13th president is remembered here in Buffalo.
It speaks to why cemeteries are important. Even 225 years after the birth of this person from Buffalo, he is still honored and remembered here at this site. So just like all 170,000 souls at Forest Lawn, we honor him today, and others will be honored throughout the year here.
The cemetery goes even further to preserve Fillmore's legacy. It works with the Buffalo Presidential Center in East Aurora to make sure historical records acknowledge Forest Lawn as Fillmore's burial site.
You might remember coming to the Boomerang Bar here. Well, it's staying, but this whole space is going to take you right into the ocean.
And the first thing you're going to see is a massive 10-foot screen here.
Stephen Lorenzo is transforming the former David's Table, St. George's Table, and Amaryllis into Ocean's 12. It'll also be home to Ocean's 13, a catering and special event space.
There's been other businesses that I've had over the years, and this was always the place that I wanted to come to. There was something about it.
Lorenzo knew this would be the perfect spot for his ocean-themed restaurant.
If there's a shark swimming from here, it'll go all the way around. It's almost 360 all the way around. They can also be turned into TVs for Bills games, Sabres games. There's so many other options other than just fish swimming by.
The lights will also make it look like the floor's moving like the ocean.
With the epoxy resin and the LED lighting, it's going to give you, it's going to really give you that effect that's like, wow. It's like, this is something unique.
And despite the name, they won't just be serving seafood.
We have a great pizza facility in the kitchen. There's so much that is for everybody. You can grab a steak, you can grab a burger.
The massive kitchen will also be open during snowstorms, so people who live at the apartments or can walk can grab a meal if there's a driving ban. And it'll be open for lunch.
There'll be a buffet. You can come in here for lunch, make yourself a sandwich, get yourself fresh homemade pasta, soup, salad. You know, you're in, you're out.
They plan to have valet parking and other options too.
They expect to open up sometime this year. You can keep tabs on the Oceans 12 Facebook page. On your side in Buffalo, Kelly Dudzik, Channel 2 News.
Here at Mary Alice's alma mater, Niagara University, the Castellani Art Museum, which is worth the trip, whether you're involved with the community or not. It is a wonderful museum. You guys did a heck of a job, by the way. Congratulations. Jessica Minicucci, hi.
Hi, Kevin.
Okay, first of all, let's talk about the room that we're in.
Absolutely. This is the Abstraction Gallery. This is an American art movement. It's very exciting. It's kind of about to come off the cuff of our USA 250 exhibition that we have next year.
Oh, cool.
There's some really big names. We have Grace Hardigan, we have Joan Mitchell, we have Anish Kapoor, the Bean in Chicago.
Yeah, the guy that did the Bean has that
exactly.
did that piece as well. It's pretty
fantastic.
Neat. Every room is different. It's with the overall function or the overall purpose of the CAM, your mission.
Yeah, so we are all about learning, community access, and education. So we have something for everyone, and anytime you come here, expect to learn something new and also get connected with something that you might be already familiar with too. So really, it's for everyone.
Yeah, every room's different sort of themes, different what is we're looking for, different genres.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We have over 5,000 pieces in our collection. We have Niagara Falls art, like some of the biggest. We have the biggest collection of Niagara Falls art, actually. We have contemporary and modern art, and we have folk art.
Neat. Okay, and different ways to reach out, a new magazine?
Yeah, we have a new magazine that is really great for new visitors and seasoned visitors alike, and it covers all of our exhibitions. There's artist interviews, like lots of content that you can't otherwise get in the museum. All of our programs and events are in there. Our members are in there. It's just like a really great way to stay connected and understand what's coming up here at CAM.
This is a jewel in Western New York. You guys have done a heck of a job. I appreciate it. CastellaniArtMuseum.org is the website. And again, if you're not a member of the Niagara University community, but if you're an art aficionado, this is certainly worth the trip from Erie County or across the bridge.
Good morning, I'm Brody Logan alongside Crystal Moyer and meteorologist Mike Prangley here in sunny Jacksonville.
And I'm Melissa Holmes alongside Pete Gallivan here in lovely Buffalo in January.
Unseasonably warm, yeah. This morning we're going behind frenemy lines. We're going to make a little wager from the folks at our sister station down in Jacksonville. You know, we want to get some payback when the Bills beat the Jags. Right?
They said when?
Wow.
No.
I don't
know. Okay, so Brody and Crystal and Mike, Bills Mafia are getting ready to take over your town. You know, a lot of them are there already this morning. Your stadium this weekend, we are going to have red, white, and blue all throughout the stands. We know it's been a few years since you guys have hosted a playoff game. So what's the vibe like in Jacksonville right now as we head into the playoffs?
Well, first I'd like to address Bills Mafia taking over our stadium. It's probably because so many people have left Buffalo and moved to Florida over the last 20 years because it's a much better place to live. So I think that's why they're going to be able to take over the stadium if they are here for this game in the playoffs. But the Jags, 8-game winning streak going into this game. So yeah, we're feeling pretty good, right, Crystal?
We've got pools at our stadium. Can you guys say that? It doesn't matter what the temperatures are. People have a good time out there, so we're looking forward to that.
And we've never lost to Buffalo in the playoffs. We're undefeated, 2-0. So that's a big weather factor right there. And the weather looks wonderful. Nothing to slow down the hottest team in the NFL. Now, our temperatures will be like, 30 degrees warmer than Buffalo on Sunday. We won't have that 40-mile-per-hour wind. It'll be just great for Trevor Lawrence to get that ball down the field and get in the end zone.
Well, it's also good for the Bills in their passing attack as well, yeah.
Right. We do know that it is going to be cold for you guys, though. And here we like to say, when it's too cold for them, it's just right for us.
Absolutely. And did you say Vicki Lawrence is playing quarterback for the Jags?
Trevor Lawrence. I know his fantastic hair might throw you off a little bit. It really puts all of us to shame. Now, I want to talk about your quarterback there, Josh Allen in Buffalo, because this is kind of the Bills' window of opportunity.
The beast.
Yeah, okay. Well, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, they're not there. No Joe Burrow. But now Trevor Lawrence stands in his way. Oh. So are you guys kind of nervous? Is this going to be another playoff where the Buffalo Bills just fail to make it to the Super Bowl?
You know, I'm going to give high marks. Trevor Lawrence has been playing unbelievable football, as have the Jags. But the Bills have been not too bad either. And let's not forget that you're talking about a quarterback in Buffalo that can run and throw the ball, the most rushing touchdowns of any quarterback in NFL history. So I think you guys can flip a coin as to what you want to cover.
And I just think that Trevor Lawrence might just have to go back to singing with the Hanson brothers, which is where he belongs more. There is a remarkable resemblance, right?
Yes, yes.
Mbop.
Well, yeah, he's just going to mbop his way on down the field and score a bunch of touchdowns. Okay, all right.
Absolutely.
Let's do a little lightning round between the two teams and cities. We're going to start. Who has the better Josh Allen? You guys may or may not know this, but the Jags have an edge rusher, probably the best edge rusher, Josh Hines Allen, who just became the Jags franchise leader in sacks this season. He's a team captain. And oh, by the way, the last time your Bills were in Jacksonville, your Josh Allen threw an interception to our Josh Allen. So what say you about the battle of the Josh Allens?
Well, we are the city of good neighbors, so our Josh Allen just felt like sharing a little bit. But our Josh Allen has 3 important letters that follow his name: MVP.
Say no more. We'll take our Josh Allen over your Josh Allen any day, guys. All right, next up, and this is kind of why we're here, though. We need to talk about the food because, as you all probably know, Buffalo's known for a delicacy here, our wings. So we'll do a little friendly wager. By the way, is Jacksonville known for anything? Food-wise?
Wow.
What?
You got to have some Mayport jumbo shrimp.
Yeah.
You got some Mayport jumbo shrimp.
Yes.
Jumbo shrimp.
I'm sorry, you can't get that ice fishing. So you can't really find much shrimp there. So I apologize.
All right, so here's the wager. If the Jaguars do win, you will send us, if the Jaguars win, we will send you our wings. We don't call them buffalo wings here. We do hot, medium, or mild. We'll probably have to send you guys the mild ones. I don't know if you can handle them hot and spicy. And we will not send you ranch with the wings. We only do blue cheese here.
Yeah, and by the way, all the Buffalo transplants will string you up if you go ask for ranch with those wings anyway.
No dab of ranch.
But if the Bills win, we should say, we want some of that famous Mayport shrimp that you've told us about.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll send you some shrimp. And because you think that in the deep south, for some reason, they can't handle spice, we'll make sure that it has a little something on there for you guys. A little kick to it for your to drown your tears.
Old Bay is not spice. You know, that's not hot if that's what you're talking about.
Okay, it's a little different than Old Bay, but I'll give it to you. You're going. I know that's south for you guys down in the Maryland area, but we're a little bit farther. Thank you for joining us here, and I look forward to eating some buffalo wings. I'm gonna have like a bunch of. I'm sorry, just wings. Yeah, get ready to hear that a lot.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Oh, that's all you got? Go Bills.
That's all we got. That's all we need.
Say no more.
Just try not to burn down our parking lots this time, okay?
Yes.
Please. That's all we're asking from Buffalo fans.
No, there's not going to be a folding table that's safe in Jacksonville, but you know the parking lots are probably safe.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
From cheering on our team to caring for our community and honoring our history, it's what brings us together. Thanks for watching.